Hey guys, welcome to the Rob Review. And today we're going to talk about a very serious subject, the elephant in everybody's room. What is the elephant in the room? Okay, welcome to the Rob Review. I'm Robert Morris. If you're new here, I would suggest you take a pen and a paper out and take some notes. If you're not and you've been around for a while, this is going to be a Rob Review in 3 parts, fully about financial goals, setting, getting there, and really an overarching plan for your finances. As best I can do, we're going to get into the thick of it here, but I've only got 3 parts, 30 minutes in total to do this. So this is not a full course teaching webinar on it, although I will do that in the future. But this is you and me sitting down one-on-one talking about the elephant in your room, which is your financial plan. Okay? Look, most people never think about finances until it's too late. That's why we call it the elephant in the room. That's where I got this from, as a book that I read a while back, and it was called The Elephant in the Room, and it was just so indubitably titled that I had to use it. You know, it's perfect to talk about finances because most people don't want to talk about it, don't think it's important until it's too late, or feel like it's too overwhelming to get into. So what I want to first go into in this part 1 is the plan, how you develop it, and how I think you should think about it, the mindset behind it, how I've found myself thinking about it, and the success that has come from this thought process here, okay? I look at my life, my plan, my businesses, everything as if I'm the CEO of Me Inc., Robbie Incorporated, Robbie and Brittany Incorporated, the Morris Corporation, whatever. And being the CEO of it, or the co-CEO of it, every day there are pieces and parts I need to move, but I'm always looking 10 years into the future. If you go and you study CEOs, as I have, and really look at what they do, most of them, people don't think how much they're thinking. They're always planning to try and stay one step ahead. And they're always looking about 10 years into the future. Even though it's hard to see that far in the future, they're doing their best to forecast and then make a plan accordingly in about 3 to 5 year increments. Tony Robbins says we always underestimate how much we overestimate how much we can achieve in a year and underestimate how much we can achieve in a decade. And that's so true. Do you have a financial plan for where you want to be in 10 years? I mean, really think about that for a second. And I'm not just saying, okay, I want to be, maybe your plan is I want to have X number of dollars, I want to buy this house, and I want to be out of debt. That's a good start. But I'm talking about down to the nitty-gritty of like what you want your lifestyle to be, where you want to live, how you want to live, how much income you need to live that based upon how you want to live, and trying to kind of equate for inflation and the increase in taxes and those things, which is why as a CEO, you don't just want to do it on your own. CEOs never do it without a team. So then you want to build a financial team. I suggest finding a financial advisor, one that has worked with people of the caliber of which you want to get to, okay? It's really important. And then you build out a team of other people based around what we're going to get to in a minute, which is the assets that you want to use to get you there, okay? But you're the CEO. You're always thinking. You're planning 10 years in the future, best you can, how you want to live, what it's going to take to get there, okay? Well, the first thing you got to do is now make a plan to circumvent the possibility of you dying before you get there. I know that's morbid, but really, most people do not think about the people that they're going to leave behind in the wake of their death. And let's say you have a financial plan where you're going to be a multimillionaire in 10 years. and you're going to work that plan and you're going to get there. But if something happens to you before you get there, can your wife still take that plan and move forward? Or is she going to be in such dire straits that your plan's going to be derailed? If that's the case, then you need to think about life insurance. That's a serious thing that most people don't put into their plan before it's too late. Well, wealthy people, successful people, plan for the worst, prepare for the worst, and hope for the best. Okay? So, you plan for the worst scenario, get life insurance. Some kind of life insurance, your financial advisor can help you out with that. Now, then you need to make a plan to kill your out-of-control debt. If you don't already have a budgetary plan for your money, that's why you have debt issues. Your out-of-control debt, plain and simple, wrapped in a nice little pretty bow, means debt that you don't have a set payoff date for. Okay? If you have a house, you have a set payoff date for that. Your car, set payoff date. The debt in which you are covered in that doesn't have a set payoff date is going to eat you alive if you don't get rid of it. So kill it. And kill it with a very structured plan. There's plenty of them out there. Your financial advisor can help you out with one. And you snowball into killing it. That's my thought process. But in order to do that, you have to have a plan for every dollar that comes in. Look, you can either be in control of your money or your money can control you. This entire show is dedicated to helping you have a better life and being in control of that money. So if you're watching this, I'm betting you want to be in control of it, which means you need to have a plan for every dollar that comes in and every dollar that goes out and where it's going. The best way I've found to do that, for me, is percentage. But let me make this clear. Too many people in today's time take somebody else's plan and try and plug it into their life. Do not do that. Make this unique to you, unique to where you want to go. Make sure that you customize this for you. For me, I found that a version of like the 70-30 plan, 60-40 plan, working to where 50-50, 50% of my income is spent on life and 50% is kept for investments and building assets. It comes from John Templeton, and I've just built it out 70-30 right now. Some version of that may be a good way for you to go. You got to start there. You got to start drawing out that plan a little bit, working into that plan. And then once you get that plan in place, you can start taking care of out-of-control debt. You can pay up front for some life insurance as protection. And you can begin to build what I call your financial team. Really what I call the war chest team, you know. Because you're going to war against mediocrity here. And then you can begin to build a future of which lays the foundation for down the road generational wealth. Think about the legacy you want to build, folks. As we end here, that's part one. Legacy is extremely important to me. And it may not be to you, but let me tell you this. I've been privileged to go to a lot of different funerals. And I've seen on both sides of the coin people that planned to leave people something, people that planned at least a little bit, versus people that planned a lot and everything was in place, versus people that just let it all fall out. Now, I would bet that you have too. And we only get one chance at this life, guys. Regardless of your beliefs, you're either going to die and go somewhere or you're going to die and go nowhere. But you're going to die, which means legacy is the only way for you to live on. Either you plan to leave one or you're going to leave one unplanned, regardless. So it's your choice. But I can tell you that the funerals that I've been to and the people that have impacted me most in my life have been men that left legacies behind, that are still continuing on today, impacting people in a way that they are proud of if they know what's happening here. And then there's also other people that they may not have left a giant legacy, but at least they left financial planning. They made sure that everything they owned was paid for. They made sure that they had money to give their kids. They made sure that, it's all about what you want to do. Because either you plan to have a legacy or you leave a legacy unplanned. Which would you rather have? I'll see you in part 2, where we're going to talk about taking this plan and putting it into action. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that Rob review, that part 1. It's very important to think like a CEO about your life. And if you're ready to take the plunge and begin to understand how the blueprint of wealth creation goes, then find those links down below. There's links to the book list I talked about today, and there's a link so you can take a quiz that will show you and let me know where you're at in your journey of understanding how to build wealth, so that I can direct you to the best free resource or my wealth creation blueprint course, which is solely built to help you get the foundation you need to then begin to build on that and be a part of this tribe we're building here with the Rob Review and the 6-Figure Tribe.